Welcome, pilots! This video is part of my guide detailing every high-security combat site. While I normally fly an Ishkar, for Sansha's Nation sites I've instead chosen to fly another assault frigate called the Jaguar. This ship performs well enough in this site, though it won't compete against higher DPS ships such as faction cruisers. Combat anomalies appear in your probe scanner window, and you can warp to them immediately. The Sansha Den is a combat anomaly found in all systems with a security status of 0.6 or lower throughout the eastern regions of Amarr space. This includes Domain, Tash-Murkon, Devoid, and Derelik. This site can be difficult for younger pilots, but there is a strategy you can use to run it more quickly. It also has a potential for some extremely high-value loot drops, though my personal experience seemed to be on the unlucky side. More experienced pilots with high DPS ships tend to dominate this site. This site comes in two different configurations. The first configuration has 2 rows of freight pads and silos with light missile batteries. The second configuration has a single cargo platform with heavy missile batteries. Each configuration is actually quite unique, with a completely different series of NPC spawns. The first configuration with the 2 rows of freight pads has an initial set of up to 8 defenders, consisting of only frigates and destroyers. Younger pilots can engage this configuration, and with a little insight on the NPC spawn pattern can perform quite well. Within a few seconds of arrival, a smaller group of 2 or 3 NPC frigates arrive, named Savage or Slave Hunter. These frigates will hit you with tracking disruptors. If this is forcing you to close range and endanger your ship, you may want to take out these ships first. Destroying them causes a new group of up to 4 NPC frigates and corvettes to spawn, which can be ignored. You can actually also ignore the initial set of defenders and instead target one of the light missile batteries. Destroying either of these will spawn another one. Taking out this second light missile battery will spawn a new group of up to 6 NPC frigates and destroyers, located somewhere above one of the rows of freight pads. Destroying this group will trigger the faction spawn that potentially includes a true Sansha cruiser NPC, along with up to 4 NPC frigates. Taking out this final group has a small chance of escalating to a Sansha's Nation neural paralytic facility. The rest of the site can be ignored if your goal is to maximize your ISK per hour. The second configuration with the single cargo platform has a much more straightforward spawn pattern. Younger pilots will find this configuration takes significantly more time to complete, as it tends to rely more on having higher DPS. There are 5 waves of up to 6 Sansha frigate, destroyer, or cruiser NPCs. If you're lucky, a bonus wave may appear with a true Sansha cruiser NPC. The true Sansha NPC will always drop a true Sansha brass tag, and a single Sansha medium frequency crystal. If you're even more lucky, it may also drop a true Sansha module. These are the prizes you're hoping for if you're out looking to make some ISK. If the site escalates to a Sansha's Nation neural paralytic facility, it will appear on the Exploration tab of the Agency window. A ship like the Jaguar, fit with light missiles, is capable of running the light missile configuration in about 3 minutes, when ignoring the spawns that are unnecessary to complete the site. The heavy missile battery configuration, however, will take upwards of 8 to 9 minutes to complete. Because the faction spawn is a cruiser, having high DPS is very advantageous. Ships like the Orthrus or Gila are quite popular for this reason. While recording the footage for this video series, I kept track of the statistics for 50 Sansha Den sites. Over this period, 3 of these spawned a true Sansha pirate. Only one of these dropped something beyond the faction ammo and tag, and unlucky for me it was not a particularly impressive drop. 2 of the sites escalated to a Sansha's Nation neural paralytic facility, though I only ran the one that spawned in high security space. Unfortunately for me, only the Overseer's effects dropped. My overall experience with loot drops in this site so far has not been what I'd hoped. In high-security eastern Amarr space, you'll also find the Sansha Burrow, Hideaway, and Refuge among the combat anomalies, as well as combat signatures named the Sansha Hideout, Lookout, Watch, and Vigil. Note that the Western Amarr regions have very similar combat sites featuring Blood Raider NPCs. Other NPC pirates include rogue drones, the Serpentis, Guristas, and Angel Cartel. My journey to host a complete set of combat site video guides began in 2020 with a similar 13-part series for Serpentis combat sites. I followed this up with similar series for Guristas, Angel Cartel, and Blood Raiders. If you find yourself outside of Eastern Amarr space, you can check out those videos right now. If you're curious about fitting assault frigates for combat site exploration, you can check out the gaming section of my website over at RileyEntertainment.com. Stay tuned to Riley Entertainment for more EVE Online combat site guides, and smash that like button if you enjoy my content.